Cue the music.
Little Chevelle work going on here. This thing's actually, it's almost kind of funny, you know. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's kind of like this car has been, the floors just peppered with buckshot. It's like somebody tilted this thing up on its side and took a shotgun loaded with peas and marbles and just blasted it. Because, man, this thing has had pretty much everything that you can screw or bolt to a floor. This thing's had screwed or bolted to it over the years. There's a little going on here. It's kind of weird too because this thing is the worstiest on the left side, rust wise. I got a problem here. I think in your range, I think you can see that brace has got a problem. The brace behind it's got a problem. The wheelhouse is the worst on this side, and the trunk floor in it, right side, passenger side, it's not bad. I think I got one little spot where there's probably something laying in it, got wet, and put some holes in it, and I'm gonna put a little patch in there because the rest of it's solid. But the left side just littered with rust, like it had something laying in there, and the back window leaked. I thought that was the worst part of it, was probably because the back window leaked, but I don't think so, because it's like underneath the back seat's rusty, but yet where you put your feet on the back isn't bad. There is a lot to do here. It's worse than I thought it was going to be once we got it blasted, but this fella, you know, hats off twice to the guy that owns this car, because I mean he's okay with it. You know what I mean? There's I experience a lot of people where you start uncovering and finding stuff, and I mean you just can't forecast it right off the bat. I mean, I don't have X-ray glasses and a magic wand, and I don't know everything, so you don't always know until you. And a lot of times, I don't even try to assume what's the matter with your car until we get it to this point, because the rust in the rear wheelhouses is worse than I thought it was, because it's been undercoated 7 times and the shit was a quarter of an inch thick in there, and until we got it cleaned out of there. And I mean, I didn't get it blasted like this right off the bat because, well, a lot of the work I wanted to do on the frame. I mean, there's just all manner of explanations I can give you as to why it didn't get blasted till this point, but it didn't get blasted till this point. And now that it's blasted, there's work to be done. Getting back to taking my hat off to him, he's okay with it. I do work, have done work. I really wish I was better at picking, choosing, what do they call it? What's the phrase? Vetting? Vetting? Is that what you do? You vet customers? I don't know. Wish I could see what people are going to be like in the future. Because everybody's all happy and everybody's got a big stick in their pants over it when you get started. But then when you start getting into this phase, this is where everybody starts going, oh, well, how much is that going to cost? Oh, geez. Well, I wish we would have seen that before. Well, that's going to be a lot more work, eh? How much? See, this dude, when we have these discussions with him, because he comes here and he looks at this stuff and he sees it. We have these discussions, he looks at it, and then he redirects. Well, we need new floor pans, and I got to do some inner brace work and stuff. Oh, yeah, I'm going to put a 6.2 in this thing with a supercharger on it and 15 carburetors and big transmission, and it's going to do wheelies, and it's going to have exhaust systems, and it's going to be awesome. Because I don't want to talk about the rest that you got to fix on it, because it's going to be expensive, but I'm going to do it anyways, and I'm not going to complain about it, because I'm going to talk about putting air conditioning in my car, and we're going to paint it gray, and we're going to put black stripes on it, and it's going to have bucket seats, and it's going to have, and let's quit talking about the shitty stuff and talk about the nice stuff. See, I like that in a customer. That's good. I got a couple guys. I got the Dodge dude. I mean, really, I work on Dodges. I don't like them. But there's one primary Dodge dude that he's going to be bringing something here again here just in the next couple of days. And same gig with him. He just, it's got to be done. His attitude is they're all worth saving. Most of the time I disagree because it ain't worth it. But he disagrees with that. And another good dude. You know, it's just takes what it takes to do it, right? Yeah, this is going to be a lot, but. So I'm gonna start doing stuff here. So I guess that's it. You know, you just got to get to getting. Believe it or not, and you just might not believe it, you bunch of skeptical, sensitive. Sometimes what keeps me from filming stuff is I don't want to shut my music off, because I got to shut my music off to do this, because I'm using this. And that's what I play my music on. And I have discovered how long's it been? Not very long. A couple weeks, maybe? Yeah, we'll just go with that. Just for the sake of the story. I listen to classical music when I'm working now, believe it or not. I've always been a rock and roll kind of guy, classic rock and stuff, and a lot of the newer stuff, and even some of the older, believe it or not, some of the older rap music and stuff, that some of the old guys like me like. But I find that sometimes if stuff's going bad, and if you just don't get up in the morning and do cartwheels over your job, sometimes you need something else to help carry you through. And actually, the classical music, you can sit here and, anyways, sometimes that keeps me from filming stuff, because I just don't want to shut the music off. I just want to work and listen to that. And this microphone's really in my third eye here. It's kind of peeving me up a little bit here. So I'm just in here making some bits and pieces here. So I got a piece made for there. I got to go coat the inside of that. Just a minute. So here's something you might not think about. Oh, just something I picked up. So it don't matter what this is. This is what I use as weld through primer. When you're not using your spray cans of primers and paints and whatever you do, store them laying on their side. Okay? Set them on a shelf, stack them like firewood, whatever. I mean, you store them like that, everybody does. Don't. Store them on your side. And I'll tell you why. You see that cup in the bottom? All cans have that cup in the bottom. So that cup in the bottom, that makes a little trough around the edge of that cup. Now there's a ball in there, but I guarantee you that ball is not getting down into that cup to get your solids out of there. So it's hard, and especially if that ball gets stuck into your shite in the bottom, well, it's hard to shake up. If you do it like that and the solids in your can settle, well, they're going to settle on that one edge, and you can start like this, and then you can, see what I'm saying? It makes a difference, I'm telling you. I started trying to figure this shit out when I started getting that once you use the spray can, like once you tap the keg on a spray can, you pretty much got to use the whole damn can up in one application, because it's never going to spray twice. So it's partially that, and here's another thing. Take the nozzle off the end, take some air, and this one that's got the nipple in the bottom, clean it out, blow some air through it. Hold your finger up there until you can feel the air spraying out that nozzle. 8.3 times out of 10, that's your problem, is you got air comes in that end of the hole, and you got paint in this end of the hole, and it hardens the paint up in the center in there. And that's a lot of times why your paint don't work. Just a little titty bit from me to you. Store her on the side, and don't even bother putting the nozzle back on again. Just set the nozzle down with it. And this can of weld-through primer is many a year and old, and I'm not even joking. I've had this can for years, and I attribute the fact that it still works to I stole the nozzle off of it for a different can a long time ago, and it got knocked over in my shelf, and it's been laying on its side forever. So a lot of times, like when I'm doing bigger panels, I'll spray them with some rust paint on the inside, like some Tremclad or something in there. Because this shit is expensive. This is liquid gold in here. But for little stuff like this and whatever, and I've still got some of this, I'm using it. But that's why I attribute it to still working after these years, is because, et cetera, liquid, you know what I'm saying? Another reason I like using the copper is the good stuff. I don't even know what I've done with it. Believe it or not, it's got enough copper in there that it will transfer electricity. So if you got something that's kind of shitty and you can't get in there to clean it up quite good enough, maybe a little brown and rusty or whatever, and you got to get a weld stuck on there somehow, your arc will hit that copper and go, and then just start burning everybody else away. It works. I've done it. There's just enough real copper in there to facilitate catching a weld. So rather than drawing around this stuff, et cetera, I just like to You're the business. You know I've said it before how awesome these die grinders are, but look at that little bugger. Hey, that's awesome. Nice size. Bigger isn't always better, you know. I should get one of them. They're even hard for me to find online. Do you like the way I talk in segments? Just little portions of a sentence? Me neither. Die grinders like this, where they got the big long arm on them, and then your wheel's at a 90 degrees, but it's away out here. Like, that'd be handy. I don't got one. I should try to find one. I bet you they're $1.5 million. So that'd be so sweet. Oh. Hey, look at that. Would you? Just look. Just look. Look at it. Would you? Look at it! Would you? Super. Just super! All right. I'm going to weld that in. I'm almost out of gas, too. Oh. I had to go into town here yesterday, I think it was. Yeah. Get some stuff. We got a store here in Kanadistan called Canadian Tire. And you can get everything there. Just about. Where'd you go? Just about everything there. I mean, the only thing they don't sell is hot dogs and lingerie. Everything else you can get there. You can get a spatula, you can get a personal massager, you can get car parts, house parts, everything but body parts. Like I said, everything but hot dogs and lingerie. Anyways, so I goes there and I goes to pick up a couple of jugs of oil. Because they got a house brand oil there that is cheaper than anything else by far, but it's still a way too much money, way more than it should. Anyways, doesn't matter. It's made by Shell, and it says right on the back of the bucket. It's right up there with all your Castrals and all your Mobile ones and all your everything else's, and your Shell Rotellas and everything else. And you pick up this house brand jug and you look on the back, and there's that little yellow seashell on there, and it says manufactured, blah, blah. So regardless, that's not the point. The point is, I don't really get what's going on. It's so I'm there, and I'm in the parking lot, because that's where you got to go, right? And I tell you, trying to get and drive around in that parking lot with all the people there, and I don't think that it's just Christmas. It's not the season. It's people. And what I'm getting at is there's absolute pandemonium in that parking lot. It was absolutely crazy. I couldn't believe it. Make sure explain it. Woo, got it. I couldn't believe it. Like, it was crazy. And one of the biggest problems that I could see was people trying to park by staring at their dash. Because I could see two different examples as I'm waiting to back out, and I'm sitting there looking over my shoulder watching, because I got one of them cameras too, and people trying to run their lives by looking at them two little green and yellow lines, in their dash, and they're saying, oh, not quite, oh, you're almost there, oh, don't hit that. And I'm watching, and there's one lady. If I had a little more compassion, I would have felt sorry for her, because she aborted the procedure because she couldn't do it. She's trying to back into her parking stall. I don't know why. And she's driving a little SUV, and you could have parked a school bus in there. And she couldn't do it. And I'm watching her in my mirror because I wanted to go. I wanted to get out of there. It's crazy. People down here, people between looking at their phone and walking into shit and just meandering aimlessly through the parking lot like nobody walks along the edges of cars and shit anymore, so you can drive. They just meander around like a marble rolling down a shag carpeted staircase or something. It's crazy. I couldn't believe it, and I damn near just lost where I was going with that. But I'll tell you what, I couldn't get out of there fast enough because son of a bitch, I just couldn't believe it. Like I said, there's absolute pandemonium in there. All right, I got some getting to get to here. There. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo. That must have been. How come you didn't tell me I had a little ember burning on my finger there? That got me. Even the old leather warms up sometimes. I can't see nothing. I got a buddy Holly it. I got somebody coming out, and I think I might hear a trailer out there on the gravel. It's amazing how much racket an enclosed trailer makes. Like I'm out in the country, and when an enclosed trailer is coming up the gravel road out there, it almost sounds like a plane flying over. It's weird. What do you reckon is going to happen to a lot of these guys that have quit their jobs? You know, because they oh, that's hot. They quit their jobs, you know, because they made a couple of YouTube videos, and they kind of took off, I guess you'd say. You know, they got really popular really quick. And of course, their YouTube videos that they made, they're going to buy an old hunk of shit. Long story short, they're trying to cash in on the Vice Grip Garage guy, right? I mean, how many people out there are trying their variation of the exact same damn thing. Almost good. You know, and the vice grip dude, I watched a whole lot of his stuff. I don't watch it as much anymore. Kind of tired of it, honestly. I mean, it's always the exact same thing. Like the exact same thing. I mean, he never. No, sorry, it's not always the exact same thing because he does do some branching out nowadays where he's at an event. You know what I mean? Or he's at a show or he's at a drag race. So it's not always the exact same thing. But for the most part, I just bought a 63 Buick. With it run and drive 1,100 miles home. Well, yeah, 9 times out of 10 it will. Should it? Probably not. Because 7 times out of 10 he's endangering his own life and everybody around him who's on the same road as him. But regardless of that fact, he still gets 18 million people watching. So good for him, I suppose. Oh, something's going on. Sketchy just come running by. That might mean Daryl's here. I'm not sure. It's false call a minute ago. But anyways, I guess what I was getting at is it going to go forever? All these people that quit their job to be a YouTuber, as the saying goes, a YouTuber. Like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't put out enough videos to be a YouTuber, and I don't make no money off of this. So it ain't my living. Like to be a YouTuber, you got to be making a living from it. Let me tell you something. This little doodad up here, and that I ain't making a living on that. That's for damn sure. But I watch some of the videos of some of these guys, and I kind of wonder, how much longer can you do it? And doesn't anybody ever get tired of watching somebody half-ass a bunch of shit together, and then that's it? Once you reach that half-ass, well, then you get on to another thing and you half-ass it? I'm really not very good at talking while I'm working. You know, the funny part is I think stuff while I'm working, but I'm not used to, I'm not really used to talking out loud when there's nobody else here. And I got a gate at the end of my driveway. So generally, if you don't have my phone number to phone me and say you're here or you're coming, well, you're not getting in here. But there's somebody on his way, so I have the gate open. So chances are pretty good, pretty much at any time, that I could look up from what I'm doing here and there's somebody standing there watching me weld and talk to myself. And I don't know if that's a good look. Talking to myself while I'm welding, you know what I'm saying? Where'd you go? I can't see shit with these, like right now, everybody just disappeared. But this is like Dr. Tongue's 3D House of Pancakes. That's the Canadian thing. SCTV is actually pretty funny. It's stupid, but pretty funny. It was old John Candy. That's back where he started. Dr. Tongue's 3D House of Pancakes. Yes, sir. So, here's a question that actually this video itself is probably going to answer. Now, I don't know if you can see I'm jumping all over. Like right now, so I just put a weld in a screw hole and there's a little bit of shit in between the steel. So I put my weld in there, and then after the weld, it blew a bubble. You know, like bubble gum? So, what the hell was that? Did you hear that? So yeah, I know damn well there's a hole in the middle of that, because that's where the bubble comes from. And then when you grind it, you wind up with a hole in the center, and that hole's got contamination in it. And if you just do, what is going on? Is this gonna fall on me? What happened? You know, it's no wonder I can't finish a sentence. Where the hell is it going? Oh yeah, this video. This is just kind of a rambler of a video while I'm working. Because I thought I missed part of my spotlight. Because I thought a few things about, cut it out, would you? It's just the expansion and contraction, hey, from the weld. A few ways to try to get more people to watch my shite. So maybe I could make $100 a month doing this to make it worth the amount of time that you got to put in to do this. And I mean, this isn't a bunch of time right now. I do lose some time because I can't charge this guy every minute that I'm working here because I'm yabbling on. But yeah, anyways. Oh, look at that guy. Sometimes when you're welding too, if you can't see what the hell you're doing, just give it a quick snap, and then you'll get a little light bulb on the end of that wire, and then you can use that like E.T.'s finger. Isn't that light up? Yeah, yeah, that's a good reference, hey? And then you can see what you're doing. Little flashlight for you. All right, I got them guys, and I got to make that guy, and then some guys over there. Believe it or not, pieceworking this in around here, it's because it's a good wheel tub otherwise. I think what must have happened is it must have, well, I don't even know what happened. So just never mind. I'm not even going to, I don't know what happened. It got rusty. That's what happened. Shit's 85 years old. That's what happened. Well, I reckon I'll probably leave this video here. This I got. Yeesh. Oh, there's a sketchy. You guys gonna fight? Cat fight. Nope. Anyways, that's about enough of that because my delivery came. So the delivery involves this. I'll show you what well, I'm probably not going to show you nothing, but I'm going to do something. I don't know if I had this on the channel before. You see that can up on the roof? That's on account of, what the hell are you doing there now? It's on account of, I've already done some paint work on it, but we've changed directions on this project apparently. So it's back here for me to make some alterations on it. I don't remember what year it is, 70? Maybe it's 71, I don't know. It's got those tails, I don't know, whatever. You guys probably know better than me, but anyways, I don't know if I'll be starting on this thing today because I still have more to do with this today. But this, probably tomorrow, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Probably be kind of interesting for some people. Others, not so much. But I might have to referee something here a little bit. We got Sketchy and Fatty Cakes, round 546. Anyways, I'm going to leave her there for now. That was a big bunch of rambling and a big waste of your time, but that's what you come here for, is to waste your time, right? So thanks for wasting a little bit of time with me, and